I'm here to talk about a very serious issue. Okay. I'm gonna keep this simple and sweet. I believe chalkboard paint is a ripoff. Yeah. Good chat. Bye. Nah, I'm just kidding you. I'm just kidding you. I'd like to point out before I start that I don't rant to a lot of people. I don't rant a lot to people. Unless you're Olivia, because I rant a lot to her. She's my best friend, so she's supposed to listen to my rants. Although, usually she just ignores them. Chirp, 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 chirp. Chalkboard paint. Have you ever seen it? You may have, or you may have not seen it. Chalkboard paint is you paint it on your wall, and you can use chalk on your wall. Like you have a giant chalkboard. Mind blow, like, what? Am I right? So I didn't buy like a paint can of chalkboard paint, but I brought a spray can of chalkboard paint. Chalkboard paint. I mean, when I heard about this stuff, I was like, this is the best thing in the world, now I can draw on my wall, haha, take that. Take that, Mom and Dad, for all those years telling me I couldn't draw on walls. And chalkboard paint's great for, like, painting, like, random jars. I hold my colored pencils in this nice little jar that I have chalkboard painted, and I've used chalk on it to mark it as colored pencils, just in case you were too stupid to realize that these were colored pencils, because I don't know, maybe one day I'll wake up and be like, ugh, what are these things? That's why I've marked it colored pencils. But the issue is, chalkboard paint, I believe, is more expensive than regular paint. So, as I spray painted a section of my wall, because my mom told me just to do a small part section, just to make sure it works, before I, like, spray paint a huge section and then it, like, fails and I fail at life, I don't know. So, as I was waiting for the paint to dry on my wall, and also suffocating in paint fumes because it says to do in a well-ventilated area, and I didn't open any of my windows. But as I waited for that paint to dry, I looked at my extremely ugly orange walls and thought, what's the difference between chalkboard paint and regular paint? Like, what's the difference? I mean, what stops me from, like, buying regular black paint, painting my wall, and then taking chalk and drawing on my wall? Because I don't know if you guys noticed, but when you take chalk and you draw on your wall, it comes off. Here's a video of me drawing on my wall and it coming off. See what I mean? It comes right off. I mean, what? Why am I buying chalkboard paint if it comes off my wall too? Why am I not just buying black paint that's cheaper and painting my walls with it? This is an injustice, people. And unless you can give me some hard proof on why chalkboard paint is chalkboard paint, like, I think everyone's getting ripped off here. Everyone who's bought chalkboard paint is getting ripped off. And I will cut to a clip of me drawing on the chalkboard paint section. Clip. Now, as you can see here, obviously it looks a lot nicer on black than ugly orange. But, again, just taking black paint